Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 11th, 2015, Veterans Day. I'm Ann Gownley. Well, the city of Hazleton honored veterans with a ceremony at City Hall. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on today's special event.
Veterans, city officials, and dignitaries filled Hazleton City Hall chambers this morning for the annual Veterans Day ceremony. Though the weather kept the event inside, it didn't put a damper on remembering and honoring our servicemen and women. Chief Warrant Officer, 4th Class Jerry Stieber of the United States Army was humbled to be asked to serve as a guest speaker at today's event.
I was asked to attend the ceremony, but I didn't realize that I was going to be speaking. So it was a humbling experience, and it's an honor to be able to speak in your hometown to the mayor and the city council and other citizens here at that time. We wouldn't enjoy our freedoms that we have today if those of us who have served in the military in all the branches of the service. So it's an honor to serve, and we serve for all Americans and defend freedom as best as we can.
Mayor Joe Yanuzzi served in the Navy on the battleship Wisconsin. As a vet himself, he is very thankful for a life of freedoms.
Well, the veterans of today and years ago did what they did, and not for recognition. But who doesn't like recognition? And I thought it was very nice that we expressed our thanks for what they did to make this country what it is today. I want to say, I said it here today, thank you for saving my life. And by that I meant the life I have is good, and the reason that's good is because this is America. And you can do what you want to do and try to succeed as great as you can. And what life you have is all due to us protecting our shores.
3 years ago, firefighters Tony Colombo and Joe Bugda were credited for bringing the annual event back to the city. They, too, are grateful for our military personnel.
And as you can see today, the turnout was really, really nice. To thank our veterans for what we have. If it wasn't for them, like Mayor Yanuzzi said in his talk, we wouldn't have what we have today, because some gave all, some gave some, but the ultimate sacrifice to have what we have. So anybody out there, please, if you see a veteran, the word is just go out, thank them, say thank you. It doesn't have to be Memorial Day or Veterans Day. Any day of the year, thank them, buy them a coffee, and show them our appreciation.
We here at WYLN would like to thank all who have served our country. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Today, veterans were also honored and remembered at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 100 people came together to pay respect and honor to the men and women that served and are currently serving our country. WYLN spoke with those involved in today's program.
So today there were children at this event, and I wanted to talk to them about the real heroes that are here. And really they see heroes on TV, Superman and Batman, and they think that those are heroes, what's glamorized in Hollywood. And really we have heroes right here among us. And I think that really stuck with the children, and they got to see the veterans that are here at the Laurel Mall.
I served in Korea in 52, June of 52. To July 27th of 53. That's the day they call a ceasefire in Korea. The war was all over then. But up until June, July, I was involved in three major battles. I've seen many, many hundreds of boys, young boys die, always. And I never could figure out how I come home alive. I could never understand why.
Oh, it's very important to me because I was a veteran and I know how other veterans feel, and we have to give respect to the veterans. We would not have had this freedom if it wasn't for all the veterans throughout the United States. Freedom is very important.
At the program, there was singing, music, and speeches from veterans, including Staff Sergeant Eric Olson. Well, this weekend, veterans from the West Hazleton area will be honored at a special banquet held by the West Hazleton Improvement Club. The event will take place this Saturday, November 14th at Capriotti's in McAdoo. WYLN spoke with the chairman of the committee about this weekend's honorees.
At dinner, we honor the honorees from the World War II era by giving them a plaque, and then we talk about them for a while. We've gone out to interview them, and so we might speak about each of the veterans for about five minutes or so. And at the banquet, their family is there. We have their family as part of our guests, and they really enjoy the evening. Every year we've had it, and quite frankly, some of the veterans have never talked about their experiences before. So when we go out to interview them, it's really eye-opening to even members of their own family, because a lot of these guys are just quiet about what happened to them in World War II. They were the greatest generation, and they were the people that came back here and just went back about doing their work, going to their jobs, going to school, and continuing on with their life. They really are the best generation we've ever had. The 8 people that we're honoring this year are Maurice McAndrews, John Chavinsky, Madeline Leth, Joe Ossifat, Ray Petrushka, George Skiba, Elmer Soul, and Charlie Gennaro.
This is the 11th year for the awards banquet, and in the past, they've honored 137 veterans. Special guests at this year's banquet are United States Army Colonel Jim Casarella and State Representative Tara Toohill. Britt said, if you know someone that should be honored for their service in World War II, you are asked to call the West Hazelton Improvement Club at 570-359-3033 or 570-384-0100. In other news today, a former local police officer was hit with his second DUI charge after a crash in Butler Township on October 2nd. 34-year-old Matthew Williams was charged with 2 counts of driving under the influence and 1 summary traffic violation, according to Butler Township Police. Police say Williams had a blood alcohol content of 0.23%. The crash happened just before 3 a.m. in the area of South Hunter Highway and Old Turnpike Road. Williams told the officer he was driving and didn't remember what happened. He also said he knew he was drunk and shouldn't have been driving, according to court papers. Williams previously worked in Sugarloaf Township and Freeland before leaving those posts and moving on to a position as a Carbon County deputy sheriff. Carbon County officials say Williams no longer works for the county. Williams also worked as a part-time officer in Beaver Meadows. McAdoo Borough Council filled 1 vacancy and now has to deal with another. Council picked Peter Minichi to replace Joe Madochik, who resigned last month. Minichi ran as a Democrat in the general election last Tuesday and missed a 4-year term, coming in 5th behind incumbents Marion DeBalco, Mary Libert, and Bill Slovic, and winner John DeBalco. Republican John Perhanich resigned from council Tuesday. His term was set to expire at the end of the year. In a letter, Perhanich said, quote, I cannot continue to be a part of council that doesn't care about the health and welfare of its community, unquote. Among other things, Perhanich wants council to take action against large trucks, which may say they are overweight, coming through town and leaving a trail of mud and debris. Solicitor Joseph Baranko said he's looking into legal options, but says what's been proposed would be struck down because it's contrary to state law. West Hazelton Borough Council held its monthly meeting this evening. On the agenda was the 2016 budget. Residents can expect to see no tax increases in the upcoming year.
At tonight's West Hazelton Borough Council meeting, we put out our 2016 budget for review. It has no tax increase, and it also has us adding 1 more police officer to our force full-time and another police vehicle. Also, pretty much everything else we're holding the line on everything else in the budget. So the budget looks pretty good.
The budget can be viewed at the West Hazelton Borough Building for the next 30 days. Council also approved a recommendation from the Planning Commission for the proposed cell phone tower on Madison Avenue. And businesses in West Hazelton area are encouraged to make donations to the West Hazelton Fire Department's annual Santa Claus project. That project takes Santa to homes in the West Hazelton area. The borough also voted to donate $750 to that annual event. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A chilly and dreary day again here in northeastern Pennsylvania. But will this weather clear up for the rest of the week? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, we had some of that lingering moisture and drizzle earlier this morning, and then we started to dry things out across our area, but we have some more precipitation to deal with as we head into tomorrow. But right now, Again, not looking too bad across the area, just a lot of clouds out toward the west, leading edge of some showers, some thunderstorms, even tornado watches as indicated by these red boxes you see here. And boy, out through Nebraska, they're getting pounded with some snow, even a mixture of precipitation. That's an indication of where the extreme colder weather is. But for our area, kind of quiet. And temperature-wise, we're not going to complain this time of year. For the most part, getting up into the 50s, 24-hour high temperatures. Temperatures right now not doing too bad either. 53 in New Angola and 54 in Bloomsburg. Complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, we'll continue our look back at today's celebrations in honor of Veterans Day, this time in Cunningham at the local VFW. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504. Electric Frog Designs is your one-stop for screen printing, vehicle wrap, signs, awnings, and so much more. They have all you need for your sporting event, including a large selection of trophies and awards. Custom-made plaques are also available. They can customize your marketing and promotional items, welcome home loved ones, or share the joy of special events with their banners large or small. Locally owned and operated, quality work at affordable prices. Why go anywhere else? Electric Frog Designs, located on Route 309 in Drums. Stop in today.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Today we honor our veterans, and for those at the Valley Vets in Cunningham, today means honoring those who have come before them and those still fighting for our freedoms here and overseas. Valley Vets in Cunningham held a special ceremony this morning to honor our veterans and those who are still serving our country. Jim Casarella, post commander, said today is a special day for veterans both near and far, and the ceremony this morning honored all of them.
We had a ceremony out front. It was a combination of our regular members here at the Valley Vets VFW Post 8161. We also had some representation from the Butler American Legion who came, and the Disabled American Veterans also participated in the ceremony. Of course, in honoring our veterans, we had a full flagging ceremony.
For the past 44 years, Marianne Pauline dedicated her life to helping and serving veterans. She is the District 11 VFW President and the Hospital Representative for Veterans of Foreign Wars for the VA Hospital. Today, Valley Vets presented her with a special award, thanking her for her service.
It was such a surprise that they caught me off guard. I mean, my sister told me I had to come, and I'm thinking, you know, I didn't know why I had to come here, and they honored me and with a citation, and they're also honoring me. My father, when my father died, his post did not have a ceremony at his grave, and they are going to do a grave site for me, which means an awful lot to me.
Pauline says she has worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of vets across our area throughout the years.
I sponsor bingos up at the Veterans Hospitals for the patients. We have refreshments for them. I go to all the VFW posts in our district, in District 11, and I see if they need anything, if I can be a liaison to the department to Pennsylvania and that. So it's a lot of everything. You know, you name it, I'm there. If they need something and I can help them get it, I'll be there for them.
Post Commander Castorella said it is an honor to present Pauline with this award and also thanked her for all she has done for our veterans.
It is very incredible, and we are honored. We presented her with a small token of our esteem, a certificate from the VFW.
Veterans we spoke with this morning at the VFW say Veterans Day means a lot to them and their fellow comrades. They also added that it's nice to see those young and old come out to celebrate them and thank them for their service.
Well, it's great that we are, as veterans, being recognized for our service to our country, and also we want to honor everyone else who has served, and again putting on an event like this for all veterans. As you can see, we have a pretty full house here today, so that we could honor them for their service, and that's what it's all about.
Well, it's nice that the people are remembering us and coming out and paying tribute to us. But what we're doing is remembering the people who fought before us from World War I, Civil War, World War II on, and they sacrificed their lives for us so we could have the freedom that we have today. It means the world to me, and it seems that things are getting better. In the past, we would get very few people to participate, and now our crowds are getting bigger and bigger, and I'm very grateful for that.
Carl Bush, an honorary member of the Valley Vets, comes from a military family, and today he is now a member of the Auxiliary, the former Ladies Auxiliary, which now allows men. Bush says he's proud to be a part of this change and welcomes others to join in and help out the VFW and its members.
There are men's auxiliaries across the country. I participated in one down in Florida. We in Pennsylvania didn't have a men's auxiliary. And what the VFW has overall is formed one auxiliary for men and women. And obviously the reason that I joined is to be a part of something that I think is going to be great for the VFW. It's going to be great for the people that belong to the VFW, the regular members.
Members of the Valley Vets say they will continue to honor our veterans each and every year, along with each and every day. And to all of the veterans out there and those still serving our country, we here at WYLN say thank you for your service. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Warren. I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
There is something new to look for at your local SureSave supermarket. And quite frankly, when it comes to quality and price for your food, it's the best yet. The best yet means hundreds of items packaged at the peak of perfection and priced for the family budget. Look for the best yet label at your locally owned SureSave supermarket. When you see it, be assured of the great taste at a great price whenever you need it. From canned to fresh to frozen for quality products at a better price, the best yet now at your local SureSave supermarket.
Still a little bit damp outside, some areas of fog forming, a little bit of that mist and drizzle, but again, the heaviest of rain we've had that kind of moved out of here earlier, and well, we got some more showers that are going to come into play as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. On to the graphic for today, and we did get a little bit of a chance to dry at least a little bit out compared to the heavier rain that we were dealing with before, but again, he's still walking outside, you still feel it very damp, and again, you got the areas of fog to contend with and a little bit of some drizzle from place to place. Even though it doesn't show up on radar, it's just too light to be depicted on radar. So again, nothing significant or nothing heavy to talk about across our area. Temperature-wise, we're still at 49 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions, and since the midnight hour, we did pick up 17 1/100ths of an inch of precipitation. Again, the wind's really not much of a factor, fairly light. 56 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 53 degrees in Mount Pocono. But look out toward the west, it's even chillier, temperatures in the 40s. Still in the 50s in the Wyoming Valley area. Satellite and radar, again, not too much going on across our area. Still got a lot of clouds present, but we're going to see the return of some more showers as we progress through tomorrow. So keep the umbrella handy. Again, it's not going to be raining constantly, but there's going to be a couple of showers across our area, temperature-wise, as we move through tonight. Again, dropping down into the 40s. Tomorrow should be up into the 50s. And as you start waking up early in the morning on Friday, temperatures should be in the 40s. So a little bit of unsettled weather heading in our direction as we progress through the daytime hours of tomorrow. And on the extended forecast, here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. It gets much cooler, turns cooler as we head into this upcoming weekend. It's going to be windy for our Friday. 42 degrees, and then chilly only in the 40s this upcoming weekend, and then back up into the 50s going into next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 241, the pick 3094, and the pick 42087. Pick 5 numbers looking like this, 69620. Treasure hunt numbers 3, 4, 12, 22, and 24. We'll have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
The 12th annual Sounds of the Season concert will be held Saturday, December 5th at 7 p.m. at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center. This year's performance will feature the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Bob Lagana and the Freeland Community Choir under the direction of Jackie Wetzel. Tickets are now on sale for the Sounds of the Season Ring in the Holidays. Tickets are $12 for adults and $5 for children under the age of 10. If you are interested in tickets, you may purchase them through an orchestra or choral member, and tickets will be available at the door the night of the performance. As always, Sounds of the Season is produced in cooperation with the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, WYLN TV 35, the DeMelfi School of Music, Hazleton Standard Speaker, the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and Service Electric Cable Vision. And of course, WYLN TV will tape the entire show and broadcast it during the entire month of December. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
Mahanoy football enjoying some of the best times in program history, qualifying for the playoffs in back-to-back years. But the Golden Bears aren't settling for a district participation trophy. They want a district championship. To get that, they'll first have to knock off Marion, who they lost to in Week 8.
Our goal right now is we've qualified, but at this point, you're entering kind of a second season now, so our goals have changed. It's not about qualifying now. It's about actually, accomplishing something and having some hardware to show what you've put in through the season. I think we need to be a lot more consistent this week than we were Week 8 against Marion. We had a lot of plays ran on offense, but we didn't score off of any, really, except for the one touchdown. So we need to be consistent. We need to finish drives. We need to tackle better on defense. We had some good stops, and then we would let some big plays pop, especially in the run game last time we played them.
The year over for Hazleton football, but the future looks promising. On the latest episode of Sports Talk, which debuts tonight at 9:30, Mike Brennan reflects on his favorite 2015 memory and discusses what's next for the Cougars.
Probably have to be the Coughlin game Week 1. It jump-started us. Whether we were successful or unsuccessful throughout the year, it gave our kids that belief, that sense of belief, right out of the blocks. So I was really excited by that win, and then just the overall maturation of the kids. I remember we were as excited about football Week 10 as we were Week 1. Yeah. And that's always good. That next step, getting over the hump, turning the corner, we're going to call it. We have, 8-9 months now to get started. We have a great facility that our school board was good enough to give us to prepare in, where we can prepare 12 months a year. Gives us the space and the ability to do that, so we're looking forward to getting in there in December and January and starting to turn the corner. We obviously have to continue to get stronger, but we also have to get faster in the football field, quicker and faster and better in the core.
Mike Brennan, no stranger to state championships. He won 2 while at Mount Carmel. A total of 8 area teams competing in the state playoffs in soccer, volleyball, and field hockey, with first-round action yesterday. Moving on to the Elite 8, Coughlin Field Hockey, who won behind a hat trick from Bridget Wood. Crestwood Field Hockey escaped and advanced with a 3-2 victory over Manheim Central. In volleyball, 2 local powerhouses exhibited their dominance as Holy Redeemer and Marion Catholic submitted sweeps. Those teams will compete in the state quarterfinals on Saturday. For 2 area teams, and now 3, Tuesday, the end of their season. After a terrific year, Wyoming Valley West boys soccer bows out with a big loss to Cumberland Valley, and Crestwood boys soccer exits in their first state playoff appearance in 22 years. And after being postponed, Lake Lehman Field Hockey was just eliminated today by Moravian Academy. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from Coughlin girls soccer in first-round action. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN was the first to call the races, first with the numbers, and first to get the interviews with the winners. WYLN had the most comprehensive political analysis live in studio and had the most people on the street in the Hazleton area. When you want the information that affects your community first, turn to WYLN.
We got some more showers coming into play as we start going into tomorrow. But temperature-wise, we should be getting up into the 50s, and then it turns windy for our Friday. It's going to bring in some much chillier air for the weekend. Temperatures only in the 40s for daytime highs, some of those overnight lows dropping down into the 30s, maybe some upper 20s.
All right, so just one more day according to your forecast of this rain, but it is fall, so it's something to expect. Well, once again, today is Veterans Day, so everyone here at WYLN would like to thank all of our veterans and, of course, those serving our country currently here and overseas. A big thank you each and every day for all you do. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.